everybody? What's the word? Welcome to another episode of In My Bag. It's your boy, Stu Stay Finessing, always repping. You see who's in the background. Shout out Greatest Show on Turf. Hey, real quick, TJ, I can name everybody in the back. But with that being said, let's holler at the game. We got a lot to talk about today. What's up, TJ?
Yo, it's your boy TJ9191, holding it down for you, Carolina Cave, man. What up, Stu? What's happening?
What's popping? What's up, Ma? How you doing?
I'm good today. I'm glad y'all boys are up, messing with your boys. Your boy Maul know it all. Let's ball.
No, you can't say that no more. Just because Drew's ain't here, you can't say that no more.
He tried to get away with it.
Rewind and do it again.
Wait. First of all, before TJ think he gonna correct me, I did make a mistake. Most of it all. Feel what I'm saying? I'd rather be the jack of all trades and then be the master of none. Feel what I'm saying?
But if you the jack of all trades, that means you know it all, but you don't.
No, you know most of it all. Let's continue with the show.
You don't know shit.
It's your boy, the jack of most trades.
Jack of most trades. I like that. I'll take it.
Hey, first and foremost, we want to say thank you to each and every person that has been liking, commenting, and definitely sharing. We pray that y'all continue to do so. To all the new people that'll be watching this, welcome to In My Bag. We get in our bag on this show. So we encourage y'all to come comment because we want to talk. So come talk to us. That being said, we got a lot to talk about today. So let's talk about it. We're going to start it off with our weekly team recap of our games last week. The Panthers was on a bye. My boy Drews is not here. Shout out Drews, by the way. I know he's handling business, but we're going to kick it off with Rams versus Jaguars. Rams got the dub 37-7. Matthew Stafford, 26-38, 295 yards, 3 touchdowns. Sony Michel did a good job, 24 carries, 124 yards with a touchdown. It was the Cooper Kupp show for the most part. 8 receptions, 129 yards, 1 touchdown. Look, this is not a game to brag about. I do want to let that be known first and foremost. It's good to finally see a W in that column for Ram Nation because we've been getting up these past 3 weeks in a row. So it's good to see a W in the column, and we're hoping that winning continues. But TJ, I'm gonna talk to you about Trevor Lawrence and that Jacksonville Jaguars. How do you feel he performed? And how do you feel kind of how he's been performing all season? Do you think that he's going to be equipped enough to lead them for this future?
I mean, he's the best quarterback they got on the roster. He did go number 1 overall. That team didn't really have a lot of weapons. So Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer, they're down there trying to figure out some kind of chemistry, what direction that team is going to go forward. They're not expected, probably not to win that many games. They probably won the most they're going to win. I think he's doing enough. He has no superstar receivers, no elite offensive line. He doesn't have a great defense to give him good field position or anything. So they're really just out there playing backyard football, trying to figure it out for the future.
Right.
You think that, I mean, I know they're going to continue with him moving forward, but do you think next year be more of or how many years would you give Trevor Lawrence before it's more like make or break?
About 3, 4. Only if Jacksonville can get pieces around him. Because we can see, just like in New York with Daniel Jones, I bag on him. He's not a terrible quarterback, but they're not putting the right pieces or offensive line or even head coach around him to get him that confidence and to get him accelerating in his career. So he's just going to look like a bad quarterback. So if they don't get the right help around Trevor Lawrence, he's going to just look like a typical washed up number 1 overall pick.
That's understandable. And speaking of the Giants, Kadarius Toney, I believe that's his name. I think he's a good piece for them. I know he had one big game this year, but I would like to see them grow with chemistry and see what Daniel Jones can do with him as a potential number 1 receiver for him for the future. But I also do think Trevor Lawrence is going to be a good piece for them. I feel like he might be the only key piece that they have right now, especially on the offensive end. So Urban Meyer definitely has his work cut out with the rest of the Jaguars organization in order to figure out how they really need to use Trevor Lawrence and what pieces to put around him. But Maul, I'm gonna come to you. I don't know how much of the game that you were able to catch because it was not televised.
Mhm.
But with the Rams defense that we currently have and them kind of starting to gel together, where do you idealistically see them playoff time when it comes to as far as how far can you see them going? What walls do you think they'll face would be a better way to put that?
If they don't meet an Aaron Rodgers early, I think they can win at least one game in the playoffs and make a huge run for the NFC title, conference title, because that defense can withstand a lot of stuff. I mean, given the game yesterday was against Trevor Lawrence, they scored 1 touchdown, blah, blah, blah. It is what it is. They all play football, though. They all get paid, and it's a professional team. So a win is a win. But going up against an Aaron Rodgers or a Kyler Murray, because Kyler Murray showed off yesterday, too. That defense trying to go up against those type of weapons, it's going to be a struggle. But they can win a game, make a deep run in the NFC playoffs.
Right now, we currently are sitting at 8-4 along with the Cowboys. Obviously, the Cowboys hold a number 4 seed because they're leading their division. It seems like we got a pretty good lead for that 5 spot. So that's just a little potential so that way you can see the matchups. I don't know if we'll be able to catch the Cardinals. We do got some tough games coming up. We still got to face San Francisco again, and they're always a tough team to beat for us. But I believe this time they come into SoFi, so we're going to be ready for them. And also, this is the first time in 3 weeks that I've been able to say Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp. I'm finally happy I can say it again. Finally. Oh, and I know we're not going to cover them, but I finally got a Steelers prediction right. So I'm excited about that. I haven't been getting none of their predictions right all season. So shout out to the Steelers. Thanks for getting that dub. But we're going to move on to Kansas City versus the Denver Broncos. Kansas City got the win 9-22. Teddy Bridgewater, 22 of 40, 257 yards, 1 touchdown. He did throw 2 picks. Williams had 23 carries, 102 yards. He didn't have a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes looked really nice last night. I think the Kansas City Chiefs offense looked really good last night. TJ, my question for you is for the Denver Broncos. Are the playoffs still a serious question for the Denver Broncos? They're currently sitting at 5-7. I believe 6-6. I might have to double check that, but they are still in the playoff push. What do you think they need to really buckle down on if they want to try to beat out some of those teams in the AFC?
I think they're gonna have to get better quarterback play. They have Teddy Bridgewater. They have Drew Lock. Teddy looked like he's going to be the guy moving forward. They don't have that many weapons. They just traded away Von Miller. So they're going to have to get very good quarterback play because he's the leader of the team. If it's going to be Bridgewater, if it's going to be Lock, he has to motivate that locker room. He has to get those guys ready. It's going to be tough with the roster that they got right now and the head coach that they got. But they not out of it, but if the quarterback can get hot, get playing, motivate that team, they're gonna get bounced early, but they could make that push. It could be something to build on.
I know you pretty you spoke highly of Teddy Bridgewater because you got to see a little bit of his action in Carolina. Do you think the product of how he's playing right now? I wouldn't even say he's honestly playing bad, but I do feel like Jerry Jeudy isn't getting enough targets. Based from what I've seen, I think they should utilize him more. But do you think they have the pieces around Teddy as far as that offense goes to make a playoff push this late in the season?
I think they need to get a better defense. You just lost Von Miller. So one, I would say let's turn this defense around. You have to have a good defense. They got a nice running back from the University of North Carolina. As a rookie, he's getting most of the carries. They have a nice running game. I think they need one more big-time receiver to put on the other side of Jeudy, get a little more pass protection, better on the O-line. I think Denver will be okay. They'll be okay. They're not going to be elite, but they'll be okay.
Understandable. I would like to see the Broncos in the playoffs. You know, it'd be good to see them go up against a team like Kansas City. But speaking of Kansas City, obviously who they played last, and let me correct something. Patrick Mahomes did not play that well last night. But this is why I wanted to talk to you, Ma. I'm gonna read off a couple of these stats real quick. Patrick Mahomes, 15 to 29, 184 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Edwards-Helaire, 14 carries, 54 yards, no touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes did get a rushing touchdown, 4 carries for 12 yards. But I say that to say this. You've been hard on these Chiefs defense this whole time, right?
Yeah.
Currently 8-4, same record as my Rams, and they're it looks like they're starting to run away with the division. Didn't Oakland just lose as well, right? Excuse me, Las Vegas. I believe they
lost. Yeah, they lost
they just dropped another game. That was an important game for them. And the Chargers washed the Bengals, so obviously they're still in that fight. But Patrick Mahomes and that offense has not been looking too great. Their defense has carried them these past 4 games.
That's true.
They have currently won. So I know those first 2, you said it wasn't enough for you. That third one against the Packers, you said, oh, they beat up Packers team without Aaron Rodgers. Now they just beat this Denver Bronco team. Is it enough, Ma? I just want to know. Is it enough for you to give them credit?
No. I'm proud that you are consistent.
Mall a hater.
No. Listen to me. Hear me out.
Mall a hater.
Hear me out, y'all.
Hold on. Before you go, Maul just said they consistent. The defense you just said they consistent. The defense been playing, I would say, better than good. So I would say great. Defense been playing great. And they didn't won 4 in a row?
Okay.
Yeah.
And Mahomes been playing trash. Now go, Maul.
Okay, thank you.
Because Drew's gonna watch this.
Yeah, Drews, no offense.
I got you, Drews.
I love you like a brother, but let's all be real. Your greatest opponent throughout those 4 games was a Green Bay Packers with no Aaron Rodgers. Let's just speak facts. If you had an Aaron Rodgers, that defense would look a little bit different because Aaron Rodgers is going to chop it up. I want to see that defense against a brain like the Patriots. Go up against Bill Belichick.
Now you want to pick their schedule too?
No. I want to see what you do in the playoffs in that type of environment. Like, yeah, you're going to run over the Denver Broncos. And somebody's going to keep up scoring with you.
You ready? Okay, I was going to let you finish, but I disagree with what you're saying, though. I don't think that Packers team was the best team that they faced that they beat.
I do.
Look, I'm just gonna run off, and I think we were wrong. I think it's actually a 5-game winning streak. But they beat the Giants, then they beat the Packers, then they beat the Raiders, then they beat the Cowboys, who I think is a better team than the Packers minus Aaron Rodgers, and they just beat the Broncos. So that's they're on a 5-game winning streak.
I forgot about the Giants.
Yeah, I forgot about the Giants, but no, still not enough. I think. Well, wait, let me tell you why. I think in moments, no, I'm not hating. I ain't got no reason to hate. KC is doing great. They are finally making their name pop again. But from where they came from, coming from a Super Bowl, you're supposed to be that. You're supposed to come in that season being that. But you didn't. Your defense showed that you are not enough. And it's not enough. I want to see you go up against a team that's going to be worth something offensively and see what you do from that point.
I will say this, though. We talking based upon Super Bowls from last year. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers currently only have 1 win more than them. They're sitting at 9-3, while Kansas City's sitting at 8-4. But I haven't seen you throw no flack towards Tampa Bay this year.
No, because Brady is the GOAT. Brady is a GOAT. I'm not paying attention to Tom Brady. I'm not paying attention to Tom Brady until playoff time.
But you paying attention to the Chiefs?
Because you got to see if Patrick Mahomes going to do it again.
You got to see if Brady going to do it again.
I don't care if Brady do it again. He already did it 6 times.
But you care enough to see if Mahomes going to do it again.
Because he only done it once, and going up against Brady, you didn't complete that mission.
Dak's never done it. You ain't worried if Dak did it.
I don't care because the Cowboys always found a way to mess themselves up. No matter what quarterback they have.
Hey,
So it sounds
Patrick
like you just
Mahomes.
hating on them Chiefs. Mark,
Yeah.
you just hating.
Hey, and
Nah,
look,
I
Patrick Mahomes has more Super Bowls than every top QB in that draft class.
That's
How
a
many-
draft class.
how many-
If you're comparing it to Brady, a 6-time champion, it's like paying attention to LeBron all regular season and then don't pay attention to the playoffs.
How many
he
Aaron
can show up.
Rodgers got? You watching
got
Aaron
one.
Rodgers? You watching Aaron Rodgers see if he do
No,
it
I don't pay. I don't pay attention to Aaron Rodgers until playoffs either.
So you pay attention to the Chiefs all year round.
Not like that. See, you're trying to make it seem like I'm actually watching them and waiting for them to fail. No, I see what I see and what they show me. I'm not paying attention.
They're on a 5-game winning streak. Their defense is playing great, and you still hating on them.
I'm not hating on them. No hate at all.
Hold on,
I just need to see more.
Show this stat. I gotta show. I don't think. I'm just gonna double
That's
check
it.
just to make sure that I'm right. But if I'm not mistaken, on this 5-game winning streak, where we at? Oh, right here. The only game that they even scored more than 22 points, which is what they scored last night, was that game they blew out the Raiders. But they only been what? Let me call out the numbers. They beat the Giants. They had 20 points. They beat the Packers. They had 13. They beat the Chiefs. They had 41. They beat the Raiders. They beat the Cowboys. They had 19, and they just beat the Broncos. They had 22. They are not beating teams with that high scoring offense like we're accustomed to. That game against the Raiders, 41-14. That's what we expect from the Chiefs. Like, as far as that offense goes.
I don't know. When the Raiders did that little victory lap not too long ago, they shouldn't have did that because they been getting slaughtered every season.
They got slaughtered.
They did.
But see, that high-scoring offense hasn't been winning them key games, and Patrick Mahomes is definitely struggling. The only thing that I can see winning them games is their defense. And if their defense is playing good enough to win them games, they get my hat because it's not that easy, especially playing defense in the NFL, especially with how great these offensive talents are.
I agree. You got to show me more, though. I expect more from Kansas City.
Oh, and hey, to Drew's, somebody that he been putting on the hot seat since week 1, that boy Sorensen finally got a pick yesterday in the 4th quarter. I know the game was already over, basically, but he did get a pick. I think I seen Drew's make a post saying that every WAC player is entitled to one good game, and this was his one good game. So, hey, we got to talk about that. We're going to talk about it next time you're on the show, Drews. Don't worry about it. We're going to say that for you.
Sorensen said he the landlord. Run it back.
Hey, well, it's amazing that we was talking about all the teams that the Chiefs actually been running through. But we're going to switch it up. We're going to go to the NBA. Matter of fact, before we do that, we're going to do a battle recap. The Dog Pound had his first official full battle. Shout out to TJ, you know what I'm saying, with the Dog Pound. You know what I'm saying? They pounding. But my boy Maul right here on the show went up against my little bro, my man E. Maul came away with the dub. It was a good battle. But TJ, I want to hear your thoughts on the battle. What did you really enjoy the most out of it?
Hey, Maul came prepped. Maul came ready. Maul put on for the B. Shout out for the B one time.
Shout out, not one.
But I love when they come prepared. Maul flowed all the way through. Performance was on one. Lyrics was on one. ET had substance, but he was reading it. Hey, Beeman from the B. And he gonna keep, and he took the biasness out. Shout out to Beeman. And he called him out on it. But I think if E, and shout out to E too. I was calling him ET for his first and last name initials. My bad, E. Strictly E. But he has substance. I think now that he got that first jitters out the way, I think whoever he go up against next, hey, they might get some
fight.
Hey, I definitely thought it was a good battle. I really like the way Maul came prepared. That was probably my favorite part of the battle, because we've tried to put on battles before with the Dog Pound, and it was a lot of lack of preparation. But Maul, I do want to take my hat off to you. I'm not actually taking it off because my eyebrows ain't all the way back. But you know what I'm saying? I'll motion it. I'll motion it. I take my hat off to you. You did a good job. I felt
I
like you
appreciate
structured
it.
your bars well, especially for it being your first battle. And I really like some of the schemes that you did. Real quick for the fans before I ask Maul this question, if you have not checked out the battle, make sure you go on and check out the battle. The link is on each of our pages, so it's easily accessible. Go check out your boy Maul. Know most of it all, doing his work. Doing his work against my boy.
I'm gonna put it in the comments.
Yeah, we'll put it in the comments.
But Maul, I did want to ask you, my brother, it being your first battle, please describe some of the pressures that you felt getting ready for the battle up into it, and then kind of the different feel that it might have gave you during the battle.
At first, I was like, do I really want to battle? Is that something that I could see myself getting into? It was much more of just trying to create that energy that I like to see from battle rap. And being real with you, the hardest part about doing it is getting past those first two lines. Once you get past those first two, everything else just flows, because if you do it constantly, it's just second nature if you do it long enough. But I was just trying to put on, because this is my first time doing it. TJ was like, you representing the B. And I was like, I got you.
That was the pep talk. Hey, real quick, TJ, what some of that pep talk sound like when you was getting your boy Maul fired up for this?
Hey man, we gonna keep that personal, man. Hey man, this is like what?
I respect
18 years of brotherhood.
18 years. Yeah, riding the same bus, going to the same schools, everything, bro. Waiting at the bus stop on them cold ass days.
Hanging at the bus stop, waiting at the bus stop.
Hey, well, big shout out to y'all. Hey, you definitely put on. We looking forward. I know definitely I am.
I'm looking forward to the 22nd.
Battles to come. We have more battles to come. The Dog Pound will be putting on. Go ahead, Maul. Did you have something to say?
And I let some of my hitters know they coming. And they coming.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yo, look, if you watching this episode and you are a fan of battle rap, or you are interested in getting into battle rap, please put it in the comments. We will contact you right now, especially during all the COVID situations and it being up and running. We are doing all our battles via video, via Zoom. So it'll be too easy. You won't have to travel. All you need to do is come prepared, come in your bag, because that's what we are. And Maul showed it, you know what I'm saying? I should have known he was gonna come prepared, because this is in my bag and we stay in our bag on this.
Gotta stay in the bag.
With that being said, make sure y'all hop in if y'all want to join this battle league. Your boy got a battle coming up December 22nd, you know, so be prepared for that. It's gonna be definitely a great performance. We're gonna do that. We're gonna get it popping down here. But with that being said, let's switch back over to the NBA. We're gonna do can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, Maul, you having trouble hearing? I think something's wrong with Maul, but we'll see what's up. Come back to you. Yeah, I can hear you now. But we're gonna do a little bit of NBA recap. So basically, we check in on our NBA teams. My Lakers are currently 12-12. We are sitting in number 8 in the West. My key performances for our team: Anthony Davis. He's definitely been balling. He's second in the league in blocks. Last time I checked, it's been a couple days. And the Lakers haven't been playing, so I don't think that would have changed. But he was second in the league in blocks. And he's been balling. He's been balling, him and that defense. Real quick, TJ, remember when we was talking on the show about DeAndre Jordan and Dwight Howard? And I told you, I do not know why Frank Vogel has been starting DeAndre over Dwight, because I felt like Dwight plays great next to Anthony Davis. Since then, Dwight Howard has been put into the starting lineup, and our defense, even though we just lost to the Clippers in a close game, but our defense looks so much better with Dwight next to AD as opposed to DeAndre Jordan next to him. So I hope that we continue to do that. Dwight's been coming, giving great energy, and we need that to continue. Even in that loss, if we can get that Lakers team that just lost to the Clippers, because I think that they shot a little bad that game, but if we can put on those type of efforts we will win more games than we will definitely lose for sure. So shout out to Laker Nation, and also Russell Westbrook. He's been a key performer. I do want to say this. I've been talking about Russ and the need to cut down on the turnovers. And he's been leading the league in turnovers. He might still be top 3 in the league in turnovers, but he has definitely cut him down. These last 5 games, he's only averaging 3.2 turnovers per game, as opposed to the 5 or 6 that he normally has. And just like Uncle Shannon said, we can live with 3 or 4 turnovers. We can't live with 8, 9, 10. You can't win games like that. And I think that's been one of the key things. But Russ has been getting it together, and I think I'm really starting to get excited about basketball in Laker Nation. We've been on the slump, but I think you're gonna see us climbing this ladder real soon. But TJ, I'm gonna come to you. How your Hornets been looking, bro?
All right, we looking good. 14-11, 6th in the East. I like what we got going. We have a nice young team. We're still missing that centerpiece. We're missing that center. I feel like once we get a nice established center, I don't want a young 19-year-old, 20-year-old center. I want a nice center that's been in the league a couple years, that can come solidify that middle, who can run the floor, who's going to play defense, and who's going to rebound. We got the offense, one of the top scoring offenses in the league. We just need that defensive rim protector, somebody that can run the floor. But I like the direction Jordan got my Hornets going.
What about your key players? Who's somebody that you really been eyeing on? You know, obviously you got LaMelo, but he didn't play last night. I don't know if he's hurt or not, or what his timetable is.
When LaMelo's not, if we're not gonna say LaMelo, because obviously LaMelo is, the face of the franchise, but I'm gonna go to the other half of Airbnb and go Sky Bridges. Sky Bridges has been playing lights out this year. He's shooting the 3-ball well. He's up in scoring. Right now, he's leading our team in scoring, but it's only about 0.4. But we know it's gonna be LaMelo. But Miles Bridges is taking that number 2 role, and that's taking the pressure off of Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward don't have to come in and say, oh, I got to be the Utah Gordon Hayward. No, we just need a nice little 13 points per game leadership from Gordon Hayward. Kelly Oubre playing lights out off the bench. So I like what we got. I like what we got.
I definitely think when Scary Terry and LaMelo get back, I would say y'all have a very solid 7 pieces that I would say that I think that could be considered the core. If I'm looking at Miles Bridges, Gordon Hayward, Scary Terry, LaMelo, Gordon Hayward. Did I say Gordon Hayward already?
Yep.
Okay, so I got to start all over. But LaMelo and Scary Terry in your guard spots. Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington. Okay, I'm gonna say about a good 5 solid pieces. But I would love to see y'all get a big man. Like I said, bro, Ivica Zubac, I don't know. I feel like he would be such a good fit for your team if you see the way that he plays and you see the things that he do on the court. But Ma, I know y'all got the same team. What's some things you've been seeing? Now, I know some of the numbers are the same, but what about your key players? Who's some people you've been really paying attention to?
I've been excited for Miles Bridges from last year. When I saw the way that man jumps and grab alleys out of nowhere and just flash to the rim, and I can't say that I'm a diehard fan for the Celtics. Not Celtics, but the Hornets, because I'm not a big basketball diehard fan, but that's what made me watch the Hornets play. Miles Bridges caught my attention. I was like, I might can get into something like this with the Charlotte Hornets. And they're in North Carolina.
Hey, you're right. Hey, look, y'all put on for the B during the battle. Y'all gotta rep the Panthers. So you know what I'm saying? It's only right. I see you with the Hornets. Y'all do y'all thing. But there was something I want to say. I appreciate y'all for letting us grab Malik Monk. He was another player that I did not mention. I really like Malik Monk. He can come in the game and he has the potential to change the flow of the game. He has the potential to change the energy of the game. So big shout out to Malik Monk. I think we're finally starting to find out if we talking about solid pieces that I really want to see continue. We obviously got Russ starting. We've been switching it up a little bit. Sometimes Malik Monk will start. When Kent Bazemore, before he got hurt, he would start at the 2 guard. But then LeBron, obviously he's been in and out, whether it's been an injury or COVID testing. So we really haven't got to see that. And then we got Anthony Davis and Dwight/DeAndre. But my solid pieces is definitely Russ. Malik Monk needs to start at the shooting guard, in my opinion. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Dwight Howard. And then look, Rajon Rondo needs to get more minutes. He came in the game and he was very productive when LeBron was on the court with him. I think he needs to continue that, especially since LeBron's been missing his running mate. Shout out Alex Caruso, who's doing his thing over there in Chicago. But that was like LeBron's running mate in LA when we went on that title run. So we missing him, but I think Rondo definitely needs to pick up some of those minutes. Carmelo Anthony's been balling off the bench. He's already been in 6 Man of the Year talks. But if Malik Monk stay coming off the bench and he continue doing what he's been doing, it might be both of them names up there because he's been balling. He's definitely been putting up the numbers. So shout out to that. But with that being said, that's all we have for today.
What about THT?
What you say? Oh, Warren Tucker. Yes, he's a solid piece. He's been in a real funk though. He's been in a big funk. His shooting percentages are down from last year. I mean, it's kind of expected when you get to those points where, okay, now you're expected to get more touches and things. I think he's in still that growing phase that he needs to be in order to get over the hump. We've seen what he looks like in the highlights, but now that teams are targeting him, now it's time for him to start making his adjustments because they're finding out how to play him. But he can get to the rim. That boy can get to the rim. I really like his game. But with that being said, this is the end of the episode. That's all we got to talk about for today. It's your boy Stu, stay finessing, always repping. TJ, what you got for me, bro?
Maul don't know shit. Keep pounding. Carolina.
What's up, Maul? What you got, bro?
Man, Maul know enough to be talking to you right now. 919, let's keep pushing.
Hey, continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed day. We'll see y'all on the next episode. Y'all be safe, and we out.